Hello. So, can't really see much with my face in the way, but that's where we're heading. And I wanted to give an update just before I head out. So, that's Lake Abraham right over there. And the Banff border is just on that road, about 30 kilometers. And when I go on the hike, I'm going to be going into the Banff boundary. So I'm not going to have to actually pay to get into Banff. So, but anyways, I'll flip the camera over here. So what you're looking at here is my food for the 3 nights, 4 days, and some of the new gear I got. Now, I made a mistake. When I went to Cabela's, I was supposed to get a burner stove so I can cook my food, but the only thing I bought was the gasoline. For some reason, I forgot to put that in my cart, the actual stove, and I had it too. I was looking at it and everything. I was talking to someone about it, but for some reason, I didn't buy it. So it's kind of a bummer because now I'm going to have to resort to making campfires every night, which is, you know, not a terrible thing. I just have to be extra careful, and, you know, it is prohibited, you're not allowed, but for the sake of cooking, I'm going to have to, which is not a big deal, and we'll just have to forage for extra material when we're on our trail, and I think this trail has a lot of material to gather, so it's pretty low to the ground. It's along the creek the whole way. So that's that situation. But yeah, we got my regular cook stove where I cook everything in. My tea. Then for breakfast, we got 2 breakfasts. We got the scrambled eggs and the granola. And then one of our dinners is going to be the beef stroganoff with noodles. And then we got for 2 dinners, we got these rice package for each dinner. So there's 2 there, mixed with a onion, green pepper, and potato. And then have 3 sausages in each meal. So that'll all be able to cook as a big stew. Keeps you warm at nighttime, so stews are really the best way to go. And then for snacks, we got protein bar. I don't have my excess protein bars with me. They didn't come in quick enough, so I had to get the Cliff Bar, which is always the alternative I go to. Got teriyaki of beef jerky, of course. Great on-the-go snack for protein. My trail mix, high calorie food, and also sugar to kind of give you some energy, and then peanuts. So it's all the stuff I really need. It's a little bit lighter than my last trip. I do have cans of tuna just in case if I'm doing a bigger trip and I need to have a bigger lunch. But really, my lunches are just going to consist of my snacks, and then I'll have my 2 breakfasts in the morning. The last morning is when I'm coming back to my car, so I won't need to have a breakfast because I'll just be going to buy one when I head on my way back home. And yeah, we got 3 dinners for 3 nights. I got so some of the new gear I got is this new hydration pack, which is to be actually, it has an attachment to where you can drink out of it while you're hiking. So, and it's 3 liters, so it's more than my other bottle. So it's going to be perfect for hiking and backpacking, for carrying my water. And then for getting water, we got this filter system. It's a lightweight, quick draw filter, and it says it filters up to 3 liters per minute. So I can pretty much fill this up in a minute, which is going to be very handy. So I'm going to learn how to do that. We got some extra paracord just in case for setting up our campsite. Really soft paracord from Cabela's. So this is a green LED light, good to have if you're hiking in the dark or if you need just extra light in your camp during the night. And then a compass. If I ever get lost, I'll make sure to keep checking this to know where I'm coming from and where I'm going. So yeah, the sun is just beyond that mountain there. So I'm going to be going up very soon. And yeah, I'm going to pack all this stuff together and I'll meet you guys when I start the trail. So I'm right there. I'm going along Klein River Trail, I think. There's the first camp. And then there's a path to the falls. So my plan is going to make that the first camp and then be able to explore this area today. And for the second day, we'll make it all the way to Pinto Lake and camp there. And the third night, we'll camp at Waterfalls Creek. We'll be able to camp at all spots. There are certain camp spots in the lake, so maybe we'll camp down there. We'll see. Waterfalls Creek Trail. Yeah, fresh water. This will all fill up, that's for sure. Hello. So this hike is pretty cool so far. It is pretty moderate, not too difficult. And I'm just going along the tree line. So I'm going to be above the tree line. We'll have a beautiful view of the whole valley here at the Klein River. And there was a couple of hikers that arrived just as I was heading out, so maybe we'll see them later today. Yeah, just a quick update. Take some more video of some nice spots. We'll check those out. And yeah, I packed a little bit heavy this time again, but I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure out how to pack lighter, or maybe that just means getting some better gear, like a smaller sleeping bag, and figuring out a better meal plan situation, and less clothes maybe. But anyways, catch you soon. The trail has been like this for a good 500 meters, I think, or 200 meters. And it breaks off into paths like this all the time. So I think I'll go on the right path this time. See what happens. See if we can still keep an eye on that main trail. See where this brings us. Yeah, so as you can see, I'm back on the main trail. That one is actually like a horse trail that goes through the mountains. You could tell by all the poop. But that's pretty cool. It's a different trail for horses too, because people take their horses out here, go on trail rides. It's just kind of crazy. Like crazy cool that you can do that. with your own horse, going out and like camping too. Like, that's like going back into the real old times of what it used to be like to survive. It looks like we're heading into the mountain over there. It's gonna be so cool. I'm so excited to get to our camp. But I think when we reach the first camp, we're gonna take a break there just to get some food in and hang out, and then rest the shoulders, and then we'll head out to the camp. Maybe we'll get there and by hopefully in the afternoon. But yeah, so far so good. There's a lot of trees out here. There's a lot of we're in a lower elevation, so it's a lot different than the last weekend's trip. So right now, like, we got a pine tree here, probably a ponderosa pine, or not too sure. Could be jack pine too. Bunch of balsam poplars. We got a forest of pine, most likely jack pine. Jack pine always looks the wildest. And their cones don't open up until a lot of heat comes in from a fire. And there's some scattered spruces. I haven't seen any fir yet. And then a lot of low bush plants. And then you got your wild roses. You got there's a spruce there. You got your rhododendron type plant. Yeah, wild rose. There's a lot of wildflower. Cool thing about wild rose is that you can actually eat the flesh off of them. This fruit. When they're ripe, though, they're not ripe yet. They have to be ripe in like when it gets really cold, I think. But yeah, we'll keep heading forward, and I'll see you guys soon. So there's two paths here, and yeah, rock separating the paths. And this one is less traveled on because there's grass there, and this one looks like it's more traveled on. So I'm gonna keep heading on this one. But yeah, hopefully I'm going the right way. Hey, so I actually changed my mind. I'm gonna head back down this trail and go on the one that went to the left, because I realized that I just have to follow the river all the way to get to Pinto Lake. So if I do that, then I'll be able to stay on the right path, since there's a lot of turns on this one. So I'm going to go back and sit on that path and keep heading along the river. And I think I'm on the right side of the river, which I am actually. So which means I'm on the White Goat path, and not the actual Pinto Lake or Klein River path. So I think we'll have to, although like the path that I saw on the map was the one that we're on, the one that we saw on the board there. So I'm thinking I'm on the right path. Just gotta keep heading along the river. So I'm probably gonna look back at that video to see, just double check. And yeah, I'll be on the new path. So yeah, I'm glad I turned around, because I know for sure this is the hiking trail. Because there's no horse poo, and it's a pretty small path. So some paths going down to the river, which is quite nice. That's the river right there. First time seeing it. Maybe I'll go take a break down this path, get a nice view of the river. I'll take you with me. Shouldn't be far. Yeah, there's someone's campsite here. The campsite's all around everywhere. Pretty cool. Perfect for bushcraft and setting up tarps. There's trees everywhere. Looks like the path maybe continues on here. It's a bit sketchy. You really take it one step at a time. Wow. Imagine like being all the way up there and camping. That'd be crazy. One day we'll do those intense 10-day hikes. Well, there you go. Wow. That goes down steep. So this is the river. And I don't know how I'm gonna cross this because that's the only way we're gonna be able to get to those campsites that we see on the map. So I'm on the right side. Okay guys, right here is probably the most like beautiful spot I've ever seen for camping. I'm so tempted to camp here, but it's so early in the day. But we gotta remember this spot because we got a lot of trees here to be able to set up a nice big open campsite. You know, good area to build a little fire pit, and then having this beautiful view. Like, oh my goodness. Sleeping right by the river is definitely something I'm looking forward to tonight. I would stay here, but there's just so much more to go. There's a huge group of hikers, man. There's so many. They're not that far from me. That's crazy. Looks like the path continues onto that hill over there. Quite far. Gotta take off my last sweater here. Go full t-shirt so we can keep trekking through. So I made it to the first signpost. It says the Coral Creek, and it seems like there's another path going to the staging area. So maybe that was the one that I head backed on and followed this one. Either or, we're on the right path. I'm going to check my map though here to see where Coral Creek is, where this trail goes. And I'll get back to you guys with directions. So by the looks of the river, it looks like we're gonna probably have to get to Pinto Lake today. Which probably could, but it'll be a long hike. And then take that one back, because that's just over the bridge. And we parked just before the bridge. So I don't know where Coral Creek is. There's Nigel Pass. That's where we went last time. Here to this valley. We're kind of doing the bottom half now. But I guess we'll keep going. Maybe we'll see another hiker and ask them where they're heading. So it's been a fun hike, but I realized from talking with a hiker that we just parted ways, that I was going on the wrong path to where I wanted to go. And I should have just went down to the staging area just below the bridge in order to get to do the whole trail. Right. Hey guys, so I'm finally on the right trail. And there's a group of hikers just ahead of me that went up. I'll give them some time to go ahead. But yeah, I'm on the right trail, which is nice to know. Again, it's crazy. Keep getting things mixed up, but it's all part of the adventure. So yeah, it took me about 40 minutes to do the 3-kilometer hike down on the Coral Creek Trail. So I think this one here, I might head to probably camp at the first camp for the first night around the falls. Would be nice. And then head straight to Pinto and really want to spend a night at Pinto. And then the third night would be at Waterfalls Creek. So then at that point I'll be able to spend all my nights at all the campsites. So I'm in the forest now, but soon enough we're getting higher and higher. So I'll be taking some video of cool things I see. Yeah. So I passed a group of hikers there. Seemed like a family. There's a group of kids and 2 adults. And they're heading up to the falls as well. Well, not all the way to the falls, but to the first campsite. Just 4 kilometers in, but they're gonna turn back. So just a day hike for them. And yeah, going good right now, keeping a good pace. I realized that I sprayed myself with my bear spray twice now, because when I took my bag off, it hit the trigger. I don't have the safety on because I lost it. So I thought it was like, man, like maybe it's just water I'm drinking, but no, it's the bear spray. So, you know, it's sort of good news. But I'm gonna have to be careful with that now. I'm gonna take my bear spray out of my pocket before I take my bag off. But yeah, we're hiking in the woods now, heading towards the first campsite. We'll be there in probably another hour and a half, I think. But we're doing good. I'm sweating like crazy. And yeah, hopefully we'll meet some people out there. So it's pretty much an hour in from the last hike. And just a quick note, my skin is freaking burning from the bear spray. I'm gonna go wash it off in this creek. But yeah, this is a nice little checkpoint. It was all just forest trail there, but now we just kind of come out in the open, which is quite nice. So yeah, half hour in. I'll update you guys when I get closer. But so far it's beautiful. This creek must feed to the river. It's fresh water too, definitely drinkable. I'm pretty good on water now. I think there'll be water at the falls, so I'm gonna wash my face here and be on my way. So I'll catch you guys soon. So I'm having a bit of a bad experience right now. As you can see, I got this bandana on because the repellent doesn't wash off. And the worst thing about it too is that it gets on your clothes and stays on it. And then when I touch my clothes, it gets on my hands, and then it stays on your hands. So it just gets everywhere. And what happened was I went to go to the washroom, and now I got the repellent on my freaking dick. And it stings. I have it on the side of my pant because that's where it was. Now I'm like, okay, fuck this. I put it on my bag. I know it's not the best because I can't get it if a bear's charging at me right away, but I just can't have it where it was anymore. It was so bad. Like right now the pain is not excruciating, it's very irritating. It's almost like you have like a urinary tract infection, and it's like really red and just hurts, you know. That's what it feels like. But it's nice that I'm in nature, at least, and very fresh water. Lots of water to drink. I'm good on that. I don't know how far I am. I just passed the creek, but I put water down my pants. I don't know, it feels like I peed my pants now, but gotta try and cool it off, do what you can. That's I think the only thing I could do is just wait it off and get new clothes tomorrow. So I did wash my face. I felt better, but the stinging's still there, so I'll just have to live with it. It's not terrible. So we'll be okay. Some nice trails. A lot easier than the trail I did last weekend. That's good because I'll be here for 3 days, so it's nice to have an easy trail now. Hello. It is 1:11. We are about, I'd say, over an hour, almost an hour and a half into the hike. And we must be coming close to the falls. I can finally hear water. We've been hiking quite a bit up of an incline, moving kind of away from the river ever so slowly on an angle. But now we're heading down this hill, so I figured this would be a good time to bring you guys along. And one thing I realized is that since I sprayed that bear spray, it's keeping me warm, that's for sure. Because it's all on my back now. So when I took my bag off, it sprayed and got on the fabric of my bag and my shirt. So now my back is like there's a heating pack there, which is like not terrible. I know it's just a small amount, so I should be fine. But it's funny. Use bear spray if you want. If you're in a situation where you need to stay warm. Not really recommended, but it's kind of the outcome. However, yeah, I'm gonna try and not record as much coming up to the campsite, just because I have a half hour left and I have 3 days of this trip, so I want to be able to save some footage space. So I'll meet you guys when I get there, when I get to a cool spot. This helicopter keeps going over us every like 20 or so minutes. I'm not sure what he's up to. I think it's a helicopter tour. But I'm gonna keep on trekking through. We gotta be getting close. Oh, the water's so fresh here. Drink out of the river. Oh yeah. Now I know where to go when I need water. Wonder how far this is from the campground. We were just up there on that ridge. Great place to cool off and have a nice break, but we're gonna keep checking through. Someone had a campsite just back there. It's pretty cool. And there's one trail going up there. It's pretty steep, but we're gonna stay on the main trail. And that's that. It's nice having these random camp spots though, because if you're ever fighting against time and you're hiking in the dark, it's good places to be to settle down for the night. It's about like a 60-foot drop. There's that side of the mountain that we saw on the other trail that we were on. Well, it's kind of cool that we went on the other trail. We were on one side, now we're on the other. It looks like we're crossing this creek area that probably feeds into the river just over there. So we're getting maybe towards the waterfall area. And this hiking trail is completely night and day from the Cataract Pass trail into Wild Goat Wilderness. Both having their beauties. Wild Goat being you're right in the heart of the mountains and in the wilderness. And this trail is like all the way through the woods. Like we're pretty much on the opposite side of wilderness of Wild Goat, which would be that direction. And we're in the valley of all the trees, and when we were at the White Goat, we were all the way at the top where the valley began or finished, leading into the mountains and higher of elevation where the glaciers are. So really cool how you can hike all the way from the base of Lake Abraham all the way up to, you know, Jasper. You know, there's everything connects here, and I'm just putting it piece by piece. Maybe my next trip will be from, you know, Owens Creek, which is a different creek, and it goes along the same path to Pinto Lake, then from Pinto all the way to White Goat Wilderness, and then over the Cataract Pass and maybe into the Brazos Loop. There's campgrounds there, and that's a huge trip that we'll have to plan well in advance. Not gonna lie, this trip wasn't really planned well in advance. Just kind of winging it. It's part of the adventure, and that the next trips are always get better because of it. But yeah, just look at that. Imagine rock climbing up that mountain. That'd be cool. There's the lake down there. So, status report. I'm pretty sure I made it to the Klein River campground, because there seems to be a bunch of camps all along the river here. You know, there's one here. I think there's a trail going out to one over there. I saw one that I didn't get a shot on camera, just 2 minutes back that way. You know, the trails all here probably going to more campground there along the river, which is pretty nice. It's quite nice. A lot of potential where I could stay tonight. But it's 2 o'clock, and I think if I'm this close, if I'm here at the Klein River campground, which I think I am, then I'm probably gonna make my way up to the falls. Yeah, I think so. I keep referencing the map that I took a video of at the beginning of this trail, just to really make sure that I'm going in the right direction and being on the right trail, because there seems to be a lot of like trails cutting off from each other. One big difference about this hike is that it's not windy at all down here. Look at that water, clear as day. Pretty good spot. So I'm on the trail, I think towards Lake of Falls. This trail is kind of heading towards that direction away from the Klein River, but I didn't see the path that's going towards the next campsite towards Pinto. So maybe that's what this trail is, I don't know. But I know it's the right trail because there's tags on them telling me that just keep heading in this direction. Looks like a tree fell. Path goes to the left. So I'm gonna keep heading down this one. It's 2:33. I left the Klein River camp area about 15 minutes ago. So I'm hoping that this is gonna lead me to the Lake of Falls campsites. Should be nice. So wish me luck. And I'll see you guys in a little bit. Check back in another half hour. But this is what it's like in the woods. The only thing to rely on. Hey buddy. What's up? The only thing to rely on is just the trail and the fact that I know how to get back, which is turning around. So, not lost at least, but we're also not too certain where this trail will lead us. So let's hope for the best. Still got lots of daylight left. We got about well over 6 hours left. So we're about halfway through the day, and I'm hoping to get to the Lake of Falls in the next 2 hours. So far, so good. This is the creek that goes up to Lake of Falls. I was just saying there, I ran into a Bible study group of 13 men. They were doing some intense adventure. I forgot what they said. They came from the lake of the falls, not actually where the falls are. However, they came out down here, and looks like they're heading down towards the path that I was on, towards the Klein River camp. And then they are apparently going to a canyon. So I'm not sure where that is. But then they said they were going to go on canoes, so that's pretty cool. It's kind of, I never knew that there's such thing as a Bible study group coming out to do hikes like that. It's very cool. Kind of like that. But I asked for directions, and pretty much this is the path going all the way up to the falls. And probably got another 2 hours ahead of me to get there. And it's going to be a steep section apparently, but after that I should be pretty much there. So looking forward to getting there tonight. Definitely quite a hike to get there, and then in the morning we'll be coming down the same way to continue the hike. So yeah. This bird's hawk is following me. guys. So funny thing. I just ran into three people. They're students from Edmonton studying engineering, and pretty funny. They're just chilling out. They came from the highway 4 kilometers in. There's like camps, and they were up on a ridge. They said they camped last night. They were hiking in the dark, and then they came out just to that point. They were there taking a break. They're heading up to the Lake Meadows, something like that. I wanted to head to Lake of the Falls, but we're gonna see with the time I have left. But yep, funny thing, they were drinking wine, just chilling there. So they offered me wine, so I was like, okay, yeah, I'll take it. And some Jackson Trig white wine. They got like a big box container. And they're just here for 2 nights, so they'll have one more night, and then they're heading out. But pretty funny. They gave me some wine, so I got wine now in my bottle. So guess I'll be drinking wine tonight. And yeah, I wish I had something to offer, but it's too late now. I'm already out. Here, look at this tree. It's like about to fall. Yeah, one of the guys was from Toronto too. He came out to Edmonton. Pretty cool. But they said I might have another like 4 kilometers to go. So just trying to enjoy this trail and not try to speed through it too quick. You know, if I didn't go on the wrong trail today, I probably would have had a nice hike up to Lake of the Falls, nice and relaxed. But yeah, I'm pushing for time a bit. It's 3:47, so it's almost 4, and it's not terrible because last weekend I started my trip when it was like 6, and I did quite a bit of a hike. I probably did the amount of hiking I did that night today, but that was in like 4 hours yesterday, and right now I'm 11. So I'm pretty much 4 hours in this hike already. So I'm about equal distance from where I camped the first night last weekend. But at this, the only change is that I have another 4 hours of sunlight, so should get there anyway. There's still a light to spare at a fairly good pace, so I'm gonna keep trekking through, and I'll update you guys very soon. So finally got myself a walking stick. Anything helps at this point. Hello. Oh, we made it. Climb River back that way. Landslide Lake this way. And Lake of Falls this way. I met a couple, just a couple hiker. A couple who's heading to Landslide Lake. And well, I'm going to do the Red Lake of Falls. So really happy to see this. It's just so relieving when you see a checkpoint, because you know you're in the right direction and you know you're almost there. My shoulders are aching. I've been hiking for well over 5 hours now, but all this view pay off, and I'm just so looking forward to setting up my camp. I'm really close. See, everything's been scratched by like moose. Lake of Falls. Let's go. Hello. So, quick update. Met this group of old folks who went up to Lake of the Falls today for a day hike. They're just camping along the creek I'm hiking on right now, and I'm tired. I'm so excited to get there, but asked some questions, and since they were up there, they were able to give me some answers that it's going to be a hard trail ahead of me. It's going to be another 5 kilometer, but they say it'll be about 2 hours, which is not too bad. I gotta finish strong, and I think in the morning I'll decide if I'm heading to Pinto Lake or not, because I'm realizing these trails are really long, and I don't know if I'll be able to make it. And I don't want to be rushing every day to make a campsite, because like it's nice to be able to relax. So today, heading to Lake of Falls. Probably be there around 7 o'clock, just before sundown, and then should have enough light to set up camp. I got my flashlight anyway, and yeah, got 2 poles now that I found along the way. They're increasing in value now. I'll probably be able to sell them eventually, put some carvings in it. But yeah, gonna try and keep a steady pace here. I just filled up my water at the creek again, so I'm back full of 3 liter, and still got wine, so that'll be for tonight. So yeah, just really looking forward to having a relaxing night tonight. Want to get there before sundown, so I at least have some light to enjoy while camping. And yeah, make some dinner and sleep in. And tomorrow I'll leave around 9-10 whenever I wake up, pack up, and head back down to the Klein River and see how long that will take. And if by judging how long that will take, I'll probably make the decision if I can make it to Pinto or not. So it's pretty cool meeting other hikers along the way, because you gotta ask questions, and that's how I've been navigating today. So it's been a big help. Yeah, excited to get there. Gonna push on forward harder. Might take one break in between this 2-hour hike from that checkpoint. So I'll update you guys in a bit. Yeah, those old folks weren't lying. About 400 meter altitude, going up elevation. About, I guess, quarter or halfway there. Got up quite a bit. This is my break here. Just breather. At this rate, all you need is water and then every once in a while, stockpile on peanuts. That's all I'm living on right now. But got lots of water to last me the night. This is a crazy elevation. Hope there's water up there if I run out. I think there is, because there's a lake. But yeah, we're getting closer. It's 5:28 now, so I'm about 30 minutes in. I'm not sure how much I got more left to go, but I think I'm getting close. Anyways, I'll update you guys when I'm at the top. I'm gonna keep her steady on this path. So I'll see you guys soon. Gotta be getting pretty close. Trail goes that way. Whew. Well, I hope that's all the elevation I need to climb, because it looks like we're entering the valley now. The sun is shining now that we're over that mountain, and I checked the map, and the camp was really close when the trail is along the creek down there. So we gotta be very close. Should be getting there in the next half hour. I'll update you guys then. Well, finally made it. Got here in exactly 2 hours from 5 o'clock. So, there's the food storage container. I'll be storing my food there tonight. Got an awesome view of the camp tonight. I'm thinking I'll stay here tonight, and I might make a new camp elsewhere. Because it's pretty small here, but I'll make do. I'm gonna set up my tarps, and then I'll get back to you guys. Alright guys, with 49 seconds left, I'm cooking the beef stroganoff with noodles tonight because I'm so freaking tired that I don't really want to wait for the sausages and all the other vegetables to cook, so I'll leave that for the other nights when I'm more chill. This is going to be ready really quick. I got water I'm going to boil. I got a bunch of tinder that I'm going to last till the next day. It's in there. And then all of my kindling. I'm going to go cook it up right now. I'll see you guys after. Oh yeah, 26 minutes of recording. I'll try to make this short. Well, it's 9 o'clock. And I survived the night. A very open campsite here. That's my fire. And I slept on a mat. Finally got a mat, and it is well worth it. Very comfortable. Not like sitting on uneven ground. And yeah. So it was a good night. That food, it was like, man, like I was dying to eat. And once I ate, I was like so relieved. It's unreal. I was starving. And so it's so rewarding to go through, to go through certain challenges and then have a reward at the end. So, I'm pretty far from the Klein River campsite. I'm about 3-4 hours. It's quite long. I won't be able to make it to Pinto Lake today. And if I tried, then I would go all the way to the Waterfalls Creek campsite, where I would camp there, and then I would have to camp at Pinto Lake. But then the final day, I would have to hike all the way back home to my car. That's too far. So I could have made it to Pinto Lake if I didn't come to the Lake of the Falls. But to be honest, this place was worth it to come. The view is just insane. And there's a lake here, and then there's some more trails to explore up ahead. So I think today I'm going to go for a day hike up to Lake of the Falls just to explore more. And yeah, I'm contemplating on heading to Meadows of the lake, with the other campsites where the two roads split. So I can try a different campsite for the second night, but I'm figuring that the third night I'll have to stay at the Klein River campsite so that in the morning I'll just have a 4 kilometer hike to get back home. So it's not too intense because I'm trying to not push myself too much on this trip. Since I have 3 days to really take it slow. But anyways, that's kind of my plan. We'll kind of figure it as we go. But this morning, I have some goals to accomplish. We are going to keep our campsite here. We have to clean it up a bit, make it more presentable. I'm going to cook up some food for breakfast. So that means that I do have enough tinder that I got foraged on my way here. But I'm going to need a lot more kindling and some bigger sticks so that I can cook up some water and eat some breakfast. Gonna eat some scrambled egg and bacon, pre-made from Cabela. So I'm gonna do that. Gotta get some more water from the lake, so I'm gonna fill up for here. And I guess I'm still figuring out where I'm gonna stay tonight. I don't know if I'm gonna sleep here or once I do my exploring and everything, I might decide to head down to Lake of the Meadows because it is only I'd say from here it would be maybe 4 hours to get there, so it might be worth it for a nice hike. But we'll see. If not, then I'll stay here tonight. Then tomorrow I'll head down to Klein River campsite. But I might go to the middle of the lake today to really kind of divide the hiking span of kilometers. But anyways, that's what I'm going to do this morning. I'm going to cook some food, get some kindling, get some water, and I don't think I'm going to wear my long johns anymore because it was covered in bear spray and it was burning my right side of my leg. So I'm going to pass on that. I'm just going to wear my pajamas underneath my hiking pants. And I think this morning we're just gonna chill until the sun comes up a bit more, and then we'll head out to do the day hike. It's really just chilling out. That's about it. But yeah, I'll catch you guys in a little bit when I get ready and start preparing breakfast. This must be one of the best valleys I slept in. Definitely comparable to White Goat. Right now, I'm gonna go look to use the washroom though. Gotta go far from the water, at least 60 meters. I gotta go that way. It's clear as day. So all this water is flowing, so it's safe to drink. It's coming up from that creek there. We're gonna go explore that today. I think I see 2 people up there this morning. Be a good place to see the sunrise, that's for sure. We're gonna go hit that trail this morning after breakfast. Be our day hike trail, and then most likely we'll camp head to the next campsite in the Lake of Meadows, since we'll have a lot of hours in the day to kill. Yeah, see what time we have when we do that hike. There's supposedly campsites down there too, but I want my. It doesn't really matter where my second campsite is. It could be there. It could be like a Meadows. So I guess we'll decide. But I got my food, and I just wanted to come see the sun. It's nice. Gives you energy. And now I'm going to bring this food back and go look for kindling as well. And I'm going to fill up my water here though. So, yes, it is still a little bit chilly, so I have my hat on. It's pretty cold, and I couldn't fill up my water at the lake because it's too murky with sand. So I'm just going to head over to the creek. It's not too far. It's about like a 10-minute walk. So I'm going to head over there and fill up my water there, because water running down a stream is much more cleaner because it's running. So everything's getting filtered. So meet you guys right where the creek is, which I can't see. So over. Alright, I'm all the way out here from base camp. Camp's just over there. Can't really see it, but it's in that island portion. We came over here where the stream actually streams, and through the rocks is where it's going to be the most clear right there. So I'm going to get that for drinking water. I'm going to try and balance my way across to do that. Hey guys. So looking at this tent, I'm realizing, yeah, this could be like a place for two. So I got a big tarp. It's good to have, cover a lot of ground, and bed looks really comfy. I'm pretty happy with this campsite I found. So yeah, it's 10:13 now. I went out for a 1-hour foraging, and I got fresh water from the creek, got my food back, and I got some kindling and such, and I brought it all here. Now the reason why it took me a little bit longer, because I originally went to the lake to find water, but it was too murky, and then I figured I had to go to the river, so I had to walk back over there using my poles. And so I was thinking, I want to make my poles a little bit better at the base so they can actually like penetrate the ground. So I'll try to do some wood carving with my knives while I'm making breakfast. Yeah, I'm going to make breakfast and probably chill out, do the wood carving of my sticks and make them better for my day hike. And yeah, just prepare a little bit of food for the hike. We'll put most of our food back in the storage, and we'll try to have a nice little fire going, because I wouldn't mind reading a little bit of my books. And depending on the hikes, the camp spots up top, we'll see if I'll move my camp or not. But I think I'll be staying here tonight, so then I'll have all the energy I need to get back down that huge hill the next day. But we got quite a bit of kindling here, but I think I'm not sure if it's going to be enough for 2 fires, so we might have to forage as we go today for our dinner tonight, because tonight we're going to be making a stew, so we're going to need a good coal. Last night wasn't really a good coal base. It was too small. It took a while to boil the water. It worked out, but just got to make it a bit better this time. So this is all my tinder. I think I can use half of this to start the fire. This is what I have left over from yesterday, so I'll definitely have to forage more on my hikes. But yeah, I'm going to get this fire started and get the water boiling, and I'll set up my carving knives, sticks, and I'll get back to you guys with an update. Hello everyone. It is 12 o'clock, just about in the afternoon, and we are just about ready to set off for our adventure. All of the hikers from last night have set their ways backward onto the path, and we're still here, and we're gonna explore the end of this trail today and see how far we can get, and maybe we might camp out there. We will see. Being by the water is really nice. It's not too windy down here. It seems to be really windy up there. But I kind of want to show you just what I prepared for the trip. So my camp's all clean now. I'm going to be extra light today. So I'm going to be bringing my food back to the food storage. I don't have any of this gear I'm bringing with me. It's all staying here. Everything's pretty much packed, all my valuables. Got some wood shavings left over from my wood carving of my walking sticks. I'm gonna wrap some paracord around them too, to make them a little bit, give them some grip. We got a new pokey stick. This is our cooking gear. So most likely we'll stay here again tonight since it's such a good spot. Our goal out today is gonna be definitely to forge a little bit more tinder, and actually we need tinder. We ran out. Tinder and kindling for tonight and tomorrow morning. And yeah, so we're gonna bring the food back. We're gonna wrap those sticks. We're pretty light today. My bear spray is gonna be on my the strap thing for your bag. Hold your bag. I got a stick safety in there now, so it's not gonna go on by itself like it did those other times. And yeah, I'd say the nicest thing about here is that it's not as windy at night, and you're in a valley that's quite beautiful and a lot to survive from, and you got fresh water right next to you. At nighttime it's nice to hear the lake, but the only downside, I guess, would be you always have a helicopter coming above you every hour because of the helicopter tour. So that's kind of the one downside if you're trying to get the full wilderness experience. But other than that, this is like right there. Beautiful valley. Beautiful places to camp. All designated camp spots, so it's not open land camping. Open land camping would be like in the wild goat area, and the helicopters aren't allowed to fly there. So those are the ideal places to go. Full wilderness experience. But we're gonna go put our food back and then we'll be on our way, so I'll meet you guys very soon. Finally heading out. Gonna just drop off the food and then we'll be on our way towards the path. Right there. It's a little tiny fish just chilling. A bunch of them. You go fishing here. That's crazy. How the heck did the fish get here? Well, well, well. What do we have here? A washroom. That's crazy. Called the Green Throne. It's funny. We're just on that peak. This is a cool campsite. Big campfire space, wow. Chairs to sit, grill to cook. Jeez, can't really ask for more here. This would be a good spot to set up my tarp too, in some nice flat ground, not gonna lie. This place is really meant for a big group. Obviously a lot of places to put your tent. Beautiful place to camp, but I still gonna keep my little place. I think would be a good spot. Like it's like a throne there. It's funny. 2 chairs. Just looking out. It'd definitely be a good place to cook, that's for sure. That's a beaver. Or an otter. Probably an otter. I seen one on my last hike too, the White Goat Wilderness, and they tend to like to be around this rocky area. He's just posing. Well, it's super windy up here, and I was expecting there to be like, a second lake, but it seems like there's a bunch of glaciers over that mountain there. What's feeding this creek, which I will definitely left over. This probably all used to be filled by a huge glacier. I'm looking at right now. All underwater, and it goes away, and then you get nature grows and creates this beautiful valley. I'm gonna try and go as far as I can, see if there's anything there I don't want to miss, and I'll get back to you guys. Little birds here. You can hear them chirping. When I hear a big bird, I'm hearing them. Hearing hawks out on the hunt. I wonder what's up there. This would be a nice spot to take a break, so I'm gonna take a break here, and after that I'll go up there. Nice little pond. Hey guys, so I just want to give you an update. I'm still at the pond here. I'm just about to take off to finish this trail to the top. I'm tempted to go to the top of the mountain, I'm not gonna lie, but if there's no path, I'm not gonna do it. Yeah, I just wanted to give an update. So yeah, I won't be going to Pinto Lake. I don't know if I said that already, but it's too far. Going to Lake of the Falls was quite the detour, so I kind of may turn this trip into a Lake of the Falls trip. Meaning, so we're going to explore the falls and I guess it's called Lake of the Meadows as well. We're going to go explore that tomorrow. So we got all day tomorrow to go explore the Meadows Lake. Sleep there the next day. So yeah, that's kind of the plan. We still got to see some beautiful sights and still got to stay at a lake, so I can't really complain. But definitely for our next journey, we would have to go to Pinto Lake. with that go along that trail. We kind of got sidetracked because we really wanted to see what the Lake of the Falls is all about. So, yeah, so far so good. So my course went a bit uphill. We went up all these boulders. Kind of sketchy. Kind of would need a helmet for this. But I saw someone in the red shirt hiking down this hill. I was thinking there's probably a trail going up it, so that's why I decided to come up here. So I tried to look at something to go forward that looks like a trail, and that's where I'm on right now. Not really, but I think I'll hook up to one. So this is insane. I never even realized how high I was going. I just kept going, and this person at the bottom kind of looks like they're looking at me. Climbing up. It's a sketchy trail. This is considered scrambling. I'm almost at the top, as you can see. And I think he went down a trail, so that's kind of why I went up, so hoping to connect with it. But I think I'll connect with it at the top. So I clearly made my own trail up. But then hopefully from here we can head down to our campsite. We'll see. I'll give you guys an update soon. Get to the top. So far this view is incredible. It's really windy. It's 36 and I'm up at a boulder. It's a good break point up the steep incline. This is definitely not what I was expecting. Coming up here I'm like, what was I thinking? Gotta keep going to the top, see if I can find a trail. So guys, I made it at the rock. So I don't know the path yet. It kind of seemed a bit flat there. Maybe that is a path going that way. So I'm gonna look. It's getting much flatter. So I have to keep my ground, keep all my weight downwards. But yeah, it's great. It's definitely going above my comfort zone. Kind of pushing above, but it feels good. And like I know that when the sun set yesterday, it set right over the peak, so it's really nice for like the sunset. But I'm just more eager to find the path to lead me back down, so I don't have to go down this way. Because like obviously I can, but it's just a pain, right? We're gonna keep going. Because I did see 2 hikers scale this mountain, so there must be something. I look for cairns and sharks. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Guys, this is insane. I'm literally looking down where I hiked all the way up, and I can see the path. Holy. And like I don't have a trail, but I see like a glimpse of like some beaten path over there. So I'm very tempted to go over to that part of the mountain, see if I can find a trail the way down. That'll be the most relieving thing. I'm kind of sketched out, but you got to keep it together when you're in these situations. You got to know that you can survive and that there is a way down because there is a way up. So I got this. I'm gonna meet you guys either there or somewhere down. If I don't see anything, I'm gonna try and kind of go along with the grade and make my way down. So I'll see you guys soon. Good luck. This little section that goes up and over to this part of the hill, like looks like a little plateau. It looks like nice, like a good lookout over the lake, probably good place to camp. Water looks a little but that'd be an intense place if you're looking for an intense adventure. So far, no path, no nuckshucks. I'm gonna keep heading up. Hopefully I can get a good view and see a path. If not, I'm heading my way down. I really want to get down. So I kind of got up to the viewing point and I'm looking, and yeah, this looks like definitely a good way down. A lot of good boulders to go on and be able to, I don't know what the word is, but kind of like go in kind of crisscross fashion. Crazy. This hike above the Lake of the Falls. Quite nice, quite dangerous doing this. It looks like a pad there. Let's look at that. Quite a fall. Looking for any of, I don't know if you can hear me, it's windy. Looking for any of people being here. If I could find the trail. That kind of looks like a Oh, it's really windy, so I gotta talk a bit louder, but this is pretty incredible. I never thought I would come up here and do this thing, and look over where I'm staying at night. I literally came all the way down where that, you see where that peak is. I'm gonna try to zoom in. Right there. There's the storage container, the little dark brown thing. It's back. I'm high up, it is intense. I found this cairn right here. Okay, that's cool. I don't see any other one, but I see at that white rock over there, someone built a little cairn structure. You can see barely sticking out. So I'm gonna head down this way, kind of make my way down closer and see if I can find any more cairns and see why that one's there and if there's a path there. So looks like I can get down from here. It's less intimidating than the mountain I scaled back there, or I should say scrambled. So yeah, I'm so glad. Well guys, made it to the Inukshuk from there all the way up to that corner of the peak to right here. Really awesome that people build this, because you know that other people have been up here and that since they've been up here, you know there's a way down. And although I don't see a trail going down, I do. Was that Inukshuk? No. I do see a path. It's like a possibility of a path down there. Down into the woods a bit, connecting up with the main trail. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna kind of scramble our way down leftwards and see if we can find another cairn. I'm looking for them quite a bit. But yeah, it's just so cool, just being right above the lake that we're staying at. Like, who would have thought that, you know, this is available for you to do? Crazy. And I'm really looking forward to getting back to my camp. My feet are really sore, and it'd be nice to just get back, have an early dinner, forage for a nice fire, to get a real nice fire. So I gotta do some foraging on the way back, and be able to cook me up a stew and cook some sausages. So, yeah, looking for early dinner tonight. Maybe I'll do an evening hike. We'll see. The weather seems a bit overcast, but I'm just going to try to get back to camp for 5. I think it's almost 4 now. Yeah, it's 4 o'clock now, so probably get back at camp by like 6, and we will be working on dinner and just chilling out, and I'll probably do a time lapse of me starting the fire and yeah, we'll get cooking and just hang out together and yeah, do some reflection. This has been a crazy trip so far, and this is just the second day, so we got 2 more days to go. Tomorrow we'll probably head out to Lake of the Meadows, because obviously we've done quite a bit here at Lake of the Falls. So hopefully we can look back up to the trail and see some of our fellow hikers that we've seen along the way. And I did just see that red coat guy go through. They must be setting camp down there. They came from, I don't know where they came from. Like seriously, there must be some type of path up there, but they made their way all the way towards that canyon and came down. So anyways, we're gonna head down. I'm gonna try and get over to that ridge there of the mountain where it's a little bit more flat, and I'll catch up with you guys then. Guys, 20 minutes and we made it down to just where the cliff drops off here, and the last cairn is, where's that white block? I think up there. So we kind of came around on the right and then down here. And I'm realizing this is a cliff, so I need to kind of hop on over to this side and then kind of make my way down to that little ridge there. Then we'll be able to connect down to the rocks that you see kind of going down to the actual main trail. So I'll give you an update when I just get over there. But so far so good. A little mishaps here and there with like some rocks and slipping, but doing good. It's a good adventure. I'm so excited to go back to camp and make dinner. I gotta get that dinner cooking. It's gonna be great. Nice campfire, hang out. Yeah. Seems like there's kind of like a trail going along there. Kind of in that, like, looks like water would rush down there. So it looks like there's like kind of a pathway leading up. I think I saw another cairn after that main rock too, but oh well. We're making our way down. We're getting closer, that's for sure. All right, guys, a little bit less windy here and not as steep. If you kind of see the path going down, and we should be down there in the next 20 minutes, I think. And I don't know if you see this, but there's like a little, yeah, I'm pointing at it right there. There's a little tiny camp. Looks like underneath a rock. Kind of looks like a cave almost. I want to go check that out, because if I find somewhere that's cooler than my spot, like maybe a spot that's overlooking this lake, that'd be cool. So we'll check that out. I did see some type of food storage container down here, so this is kind of like the second camp area. That'd be the first. So we're gonna head down this way, right down this little path that you can imagine. So meet you down there very soon. So that's the supposed cave I saw, but I'm gonna see if there's any other cool spot here. Could be a good spot, but not a nice view. Okay, I'll tune you guys back in if I find anything. So I'm here at like probably one of the cool spots that you can have for camping, but not really flat ground. Could make a bed somewhere here, but I'm not going to. I'm just gonna keep my old camp. I think it's a good spot. And just crazy to think that I came all the way from up top that mountain. Like holy, I wonder what I looked like up there. Oh, just a little orange dot. But I pretty much went up all the way this way and then up the mountain and back and then down here. So pretty intense. That's definitely a mountaineering. That's a grade higher than hiking there. But I'm so happy that I made these sticks. They're coming in handy. Gotta fix the paracord though, they're kind of getting abused. The right one though is holding well. And I like the thickness of it. It's a little bit better thickness than the smaller one. More of a handle on it, or underhand. But yeah, I'm going to do a little foraging here and yeah, and meet you guys back at base camp. See you soon. So I'm foraging here. I got a bunch of kindling, and but here's a good example of tinder. This is kind of like a straw material. It's not dead grass, but it's like this old dead plant, and when it dries it's perfect because it lights easy and it holds its heat. So we want to get a lot of these. There seems to be a lot around here, so we're going to get most of our forage material from this patch, which is good. We've been looking for a good patch. I'm worried that it might rain tonight. I'm not sure, but we might have to set up our tent a bit better. And yeah, I'm going to do that. And cool thing is that I was coming down the mountain, and after doing a bit of foraging, I met 3 hikers along the way. Oh, it just hurt my finger. Yeah, anyway, I met 3 other fellow hikers along the way, and they're just came here for the night, so it seems like there's just me and them for tonight. So not a lot of people on the weekend here. Everybody moved out yesterday, but it's pretty cool. Nice and quiet tonight. But I'm really happy that I found this patch because I know it's going to be big help when I'm foraging. So I'm going to do that, and I'll meet you guys back at the camp. Well, made it back to our humble abode. Just as I left it. So I left around 12:40 today. So that hike up there and up in the mountain and back down took me roughly, put those down there. Took me about, it's 5:30 now, so took me pretty much 5 hours to do. But yeah, I'm gonna get settled in here, put my things down. I'm gonna get the fire sorted, so I'm gonna get cooking right away. And then once that fire's cooking, because we're gonna get cooking hot, I'm gonna go get my food and come back and start preparing. So that's the plan. I'll fill you guys in with my progress, but I'm just so happy to be back. It's just it's quite a relief. You know, I didn't think I was gonna make it back home, but you know, you just got to keep going, and you find the way. And funny thing is, those hikers I was talking to just then told me that this is a mountain that people actually hike up. So I was like, oh, okay, that makes me feel better because, you know, it's actually doable. And yeah, it's pretty crazy just hiking up a freaking mountain. No trail, just finding your way. It's intense. And those poles that I have, if I didn't have those, I'd be screwed, honestly. And I'm so happy I made them. But yeah, I'll catch you guys in a little bit. So something weird happened. I don't know why, but the helicopter that like comes by every now and then just came by and just landed over there. So I don't know if it's just like a tour bringing people up here to check it out, or if they're actually like some type of authority that is checking on the campers. Not sure, but kind of hope for the best. And yeah, I'll update you guys if anything happens. But so far, I'm organizing my fire. I got the lighter kindling here, the lightest kindling, and then the heaviest. So I'm pretty much gonna build it with this. Then we got a bunch of tinder, should be enough. And I think tomorrow morning we'll leave really early so we won't make a breakfast. And we'll save it for the last morning so we can have some energy, more energy for our trip back. So just really curious on why this helicopter just landed. It was crazy how it landed. I'm interested. I wonder if there's going to be someone coming. I guess we'll see. There it goes. That's crazy. I wonder if he just flew someone out here and they landed and now it's going back. Gosh, I'm so curious. What's going on here? Why did he land? Was it just a practice? Now he's heading back. I don't know. Okay guys, so I kind of reset my tent a little bit to kind of be set up for more of a daytime tent. A little bit more room for the fire to be built, and I could sit on the stone bench there if I wanted to. I'm not going to get the fire started, like I said, before I get my food. I'll get my food first. So I want to be here tending the fire the whole time. And I built a pretty good cabin fire here, I call it. It's kind of like a square cabin style built up, and then with tinder on the inside and then kindling on the top so the fire can feed. And there's a bunch of air in there, so the fire will have no problem lighting that up. And I'll show you that when I get to it. But I'm gonna get my food prepared first before I do anything, and so that I can come back and take my shoes off and kind of sit down for a bit. So I'll go get my food and I'll be right back. So this style of fire burns no problem. It has so much air that it just feeds itself, and on top it's not smothered because it has the structure, so air gets in at every point and it's able to light up really quick. And this is why I raised my tent, because I didn't want it to catch on fire or get too hot or it starts melting, which it already seems like it has started at certain points. It's kind of like melted a bit, so now it's not really waterproof. That's not really that good. But in order to keep this down, all you do is just push it down to keep the flame down. The flame gets lower, as you can see, because there's not much oxygen running through it. That's kind of what you gotta do, so this is why you have to watch it. This is actually the first time I noticed that my tarp has been burnt. Looks like it's just on this side, so it might still be proof, but I might have to fix that out with some tape. But I'm lucky that it's not gonna rain, I don't think. So right now there's a lot of good fuel in there that's gonna go. I'm gonna go ahead and put my water on. Try to get this as stable as possible. You don't want that to spill. Now, there might be easier ways of doing this. This is kind of how I figured it out. And you want to watch as the wood burns, it moves. So that's what you got to watch this. Obviously the flame goes down, it's much more smokier now because everything's smothered. So what I could do is I kind of just put a layer of the sticks that were there, just reorganize them. And now we got this bottom part that I'm going to blow on, and all that should start to, the more I blow, the more it burns and the more oxygen gets through. So that's the idea. So I want to keep this as hot as possible. I want to keep the flame going. You don't want the coals, because like we don't have like really big coals from off fire. We're cooking like right from the get-go, so you want the fire to really heat it up. And yeah, so I'm gonna let this boil very soon. I'm gonna start cutting some vegetables, put them in, and get the sausages cooked up. So I'll be back when I have that all organized. I'm just gonna let this burn slowly. Seems to be doing fine now, so it doesn't really need any rescue. So can't tell you guys how much helpful it is to have all of this extra wood on the side, because I was able to do this. I was able, from the coals from the initial fire, I put to the side and put my pot right in the center. Then I wrapped them around the pot, so now the pot has no chance of tilting over. And then I built the fire around it, so now it's going to get really hot, and I'm going to be able to smoke those sausages as well. So I got the onions, potatoes, and green pepper with the Jimbaland style rice from Uncle Ben's in the pot. It's gonna get really hot now, so I'm really happy about that. I got my wooden stirring stick. But right now, I stirred it already, so it doesn't need to be stirred. It's pretty hot. I need it to boil. And we'll get our sausages going here on our custom sticks we'll probably keep for the next fire. But yeah, I'm gonna remember this style of cooking in the fire pit for the next camp we make for tomorrow night. That's gonna come in handy. Okay, I'll see you guys when I get the sausages going here. Alright, she's cooking good. Try to stir it up a bit. Oh yeah, she's gonna be nice. Got that right hot. This is gonna be the last flame going through, cooking the sausages now. Stick method is the best method so far. Flip them over. I started out with just placing them on the fire, and I regret doing that. So now the stick is working really good. Beautiful sausages there. So just try to keep them not in the ash. On top of the wood is okay. Make sure you flip them. Use the rocks to stabilize them. Yeah, it's going good. So that's pretty much all the food I'm gonna need. Everything else I gotta make sure I put back in there and ready to get back to the food shelter right away. And it's really nice to be back at camp like around 6 o'clock dinner time and actually make dinner. Because last night we came really late, and it was a good thing we had that pre-made dinner. Thank goodness. Pre-made dinner came in clutch, because all you have to do is boil water and it's ready, right? So this stuff takes a little bit of time and prep. So yeah, definitely gonna bring this with me. Happy that I was able to get a lot of kindling and tinder. And I'm gonna finish up this stew here and pack up my food and kind of put the rest of the wood on the fire to have a small fire while we're eating dinner, and I'll update you guys when we get to that point. Alright guys, I got the sausages off the sticks and I cut them into pieces while they're on the stick in there. Now they're at the bottom, and I pretty much see like this container is so cool. It has another container that goes inside as like a thermal container, and I pretty much like emptied it into the plastic one, and then you're able to put it back into the actual method that you cook the water in, and then you can just have it there like sitting in the coals to keep warm. It's so cool. So I really like this Stanley cook stove. Like 5 out of 5. No complaints. The food I cooked was so much that I can't even put the lid on. Normally I would put the lid on to just keep the steam in, but I'm just gonna keep it on the coals to keep it warm. Yeah, and I don't think whatever's on the inside will burn. I wouldn't recommend keeping that plastic thing on the coals like that. It's well hot enough. I'm just kind of worried that the plastic on the inside might melt. But yeah, that's all good. I'm gonna finish burning the rest of the wood here. Keep the tinder. We're gonna wash our dishes after, especially the sticks. and my knife, and then I'll put the food back. So I'm just gonna eat some dinner now and kind of sit back and kind of enjoy the view and the silence, listening to the wind and the water go by. And yeah, I think after dinner I'll get this fire going a little bit lower and reset my tent up, put my food back, clean my dishes, get things all settled, and then we'll have the evening to hang out, read some books, listen to an audio, and yeah, chill out. So it's a good night tonight. Really relaxed, really happy that I went on that huge hike today in the mountains. That was intense. Really pushing my boundaries, but I love that you can, one step at a time, and you, by doing that, you explore so much in life. So that's the mindset right there. I'll see you guys after dinner. Hey guys. Oh man, excuse me. That was quite a dinner there. Those stews always work the best. They heat you right up, and I swear, like you always get a good sleep. And they're so easy to make. They're lightweight in your pack. All I had was vegetables. The water is like, you need water, but I get water from the lake here. And then, vegetables, and then your rice, which has all the spices in it. The Uncle Ben's is great for that. It's cheap. And you can get, depending on each Uncle Ben's rice is like each meal. So I got 2 of those, and then I got 1 onion. It was actually a 3/4 of an onion, so I just used another 1/4, and then have another 1/4 for tomorrow's dinner. One small potato, and half of a green pepper. And with that cooking up, you just add the sausages in there as the protein, and fuck, it was great, and I can't complain about that. So now I got my stuff ready to go clean up. I was just eating here. It was a lot of food, so it took me a little while there to eat. And I got a little bit of wood left for tonight to have a small campfire. I might get a little bit more wood just to have a nice campfire for tonight. So yeah, I'm gonna go clean my dishes now, and then go bring my food back and get some forage material, and I'll update you guys after all that and bring you back to the camp. And maybe if there's anything interesting, I'll bring you guys along with me. So hey guys, it's about 8:37, and since I got back from my kindling trip, I was setting up the tarp, trying to get it set up for tonight. It kind of gave me a bit of a hassle, but I kind of figured out a setup. I'll show you guys here in a little bit, but wanted to tell you it is peace and quiet here. You hear little birds chirping, you hear the water very calmly against the shore, and yeah, fresh air. Now, it is very foggy here in Lake of Falls, probably because of some forest fire smoke. So that's what you're seeing in the sky, the haze. Not as clear as last night, but still a beautiful night. No wind, which is nice. So I'll show you guys what I got going on. All right, so we managed to kind of bring the other sides, you can't really see. So I brought this all up here and brought the corners lower, so that I can have a little bit more protection, a little bit more enclosed in. If a bear were to come, it's a little bit smaller. I have this side kind of raised now because it was drooping a little bit too far down, and yeah, and then I kind of have a rope coming from the center to the other side, kind of acting as a natural center beam to hold up the fort. And so now that I got this all set up, I'll be able to have my little fire tonight and enjoy the rest of the night. I can finally kick off the shoes and This is where I'm going to be sleeping. A little bit open, but I'm all protected from all the trees, so I feel pretty safe with this setup. Yesterday's setup was a little bit more open, so now we're more closed in. I did that for the sake of being protected from wildlife, especially bear. And if a bear were to come, he would come in the front, and I'd be able to have my bear spray ready, which it is, lock and loaded, safety's off, ready to spray if any bear comes out in the front. And I got my dishes drying here. The food's back at the storage container, and this is the kindling I got for tonight. So we'll be able to have a small fire going here all night, or for a good while until we go to bed. And yeah, I'm just gonna take her easy. I don't have any paracord actually anymore, but it's okay. I don't think I need any more. I'm gonna redo the paracord on one of my sticks there. Pretty much gonna stay hydrated, drink my tea, start a little fire, and work my paracord. I'm gonna read a book before bed, and yeah, that's it. I'm gonna be signing off here, guys. It's been a one heck of a day, and we're ending it back at our camp here at base camp. So see you guys tomorrow. So this is what I mean by a small campfire. It's very small. There's coals there at the base now, and the stuff that's lighting is just the small stuff. As long as the flame stays below this rock, it should be good. And to keep it low, you just kind of stamp it like so. Because obviously my tarp's right here, so we got about, a good maybe 2.5 feet from the fire pit. So I just throw a little stick on here and there whenever needs some fuel. And yeah, I'm just gonna have this fire going tonight and just relax here. It's 8 o'clock. Not going to bed just yet. I'm gonna put a little bit more wood there. So what I do is I'm gonna grab some bigger sticks now. Kind of put them horizontal. Get those cooking. And then get the smaller sticks on top as like a fuel. A little blow. Yeah, this should be good. Hey guys, Marcus here. It's 9:17, and I've pretty much just been laying here. I read some of my book, Boundaries. I just drinking some water, and I think I'm going to fall asleep now. It's pretty dark out. Pretty quiet so far. But I wanted to say goodnight to you guys and wish me luck tonight. I'll sleep with one eye open and one other eye shut. I'm burning the last bit of wood right now, so that's why I got some flame. But yeah, I'm managing it. It's a good. That's a bit too big. More manageable size. yeah, I just want to say goodnight, and I'll see you guys in the morning. It'll be a beautiful wake up. Well, good morning, guys. It is 7:30 a.m. Looks like I am up before the other hikers. It is pretty cold out today. It must be, like last night, it must be below zero. Oh, it's not, because you can't see my breath, but it was cold. And to the point where I had to use my extra blanket to put inside to keep me warm. And to like snuggle in my sleeping bag and try to close up all the holes so no air gets through, so then my hot breath can heat me up. And so that was a good night. I don't really get much sleep though. I find I sleep on and off. I kind of wake up throughout the night multiple times, and probably because the ground's not too flat and I'm always turning left or right. But I managed to get some sleep, which is good. Hopefully my next camping spot today is going to be a lot more comfortable. But I wanted to show you guys what I got going on here this morning. This is my setup from last night. And it worked out pretty well. I was a bit sketchy with having all this back portion open where I'm sleeping, but it turned out to be fine. I had my little green LED light to light up my area where my knife and my bear spray is, just in case. And yeah, having this setup was actually pretty cool. I was able to have a small fire and burn all the wood that I had from last night and while laying in bed, and yeah, that kind of kept me warmth too. So maybe I might do that tonight, and we might forage quite a bit today so we can have a really nice campfire tonight, and one in the morning too. So I want to be able to have one in the morning. We're going to need to have our breakfast tomorrow morning. Today we're going to pack up a bit early. We'll probably be out of here by 9 o'clock, hopefully, so we can be at Lake of the Meadows by afternoon, 2 o'clock. And then we can spend the afternoon there hanging out, making a cool camp. But today I'm going to just make a small fire because I need to forage or like temper my bottoms of my sticks so they get much harder. So I think that'll help if I put them in coals. So I'm going to make a little fire there. So do a little foraging for 15 minutes. Yeah, and then I'll just have my stuff cleaned up before I start the fire, and probably get back to you guys when I have that fire going. But so far, a beautiful morning. It's really cold. You know, I'm in both my sweaters, and yeah, Lake of the Falls trip has been, I'd say, a success, a big success. Just having come up here in one day to camp, to have a nice camp, and to wake up in two beautiful mornings, and then having to hike the whole mountain behind us all the way to the top, and then back around. Like, that was pretty remarkable. We got some good shots, so really excited to put this all into a nice video. But yeah, I'll get back to you guys when I got the fire started and get things a little bit rolling up here early this morning, so stay tuned. Hey guys, we made it back to our base camp area, just right through this path. Got my forage material. I had to go over where that straw material patch was again, because it's hard to find any other kind of tinder that's like that. So I have it in my pocket, so hopefully it's drying off from the morning mist. I got some sticks. Some were dry, a little bit damp. Tried my best to get them connected to the trees, but there's some branches that had like this like dead needle on it that burns really nicely on the ground, so I picked that up too. Yeah, there's the camp. There we go. All right, I'm gonna get this all sorted out and I'll meet you guys there. Hey guys, so it looks like I'm running out of space. I'm gonna have to find out how to free up some space on my phone later. But so far, still need to get my food. My whole camp is packed up. I just need to have that little fire to work on my walking sticks, and then go get my food pouch and bring it back here and put my all of my cooking equipment in there. And yeah, and my whole bag is all packed with my whole gear, so we'll pretty much be ready to go after all that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna work on my paracording. I'm gonna change that up and then do a little bit more shaving on the ends and then at the tops too, just to make it more neat. We'll have a new safety going into my bear spray since the other one kind of broke off. Kind of got it out, and yeah, and then we'll make sure we'll leave this place like it was never touched. So we'll do a bit of cleanup and I'll take a picture to show you guys. And then we'll be on our way out of Lake Falls. I'll update you guys when I'm out on the trail. Well, officially leaving, heading to Meadows of the lake. Got my poles with me, everything's packed. Got my everything in there, all nicely balanced throughout the whole pack, so it should be a good hike. Expecting about possibly a 4 or 5 hour hike there. Should be good. Should get there by 3 or 4 o'clock. Hopefully early, but I'm gonna set some good pace, and then I also gotta fill up my water bottle when I get to the creek. So I'll fill you guys in with an update whenever I get somewhere cool. Hello guys, well we made it down to the checkpoint in between Lake of the Falls and Lake Landslide and Landslide Lake. That's where we're heading. We're gonna head up this way. It took us just about 2 hours to get down, mainly because it should have been faster because it's going downhill, but mainly due to me getting lost. I got lost along the way, kind of lost track, so I had to head back to look for the ribbons, and I found them and then eventually made my crossing across the river. And so yeah, I'm glad I turned back to figure out where the real path was, because I thought I was just going to meet up with it. So it took a little bit, but I made my way down, and the bag's really heavy. My back's been killing, so I just been here clearing some space on my phone so I can do this recording. I have another 23 minutes, so I'll try to save that for all of tonight and early tomorrow morning. And yeah, everything is going good. Nothing's fallen out so far. No bears. Lots of bear poo on the trail. But yeah, doing good. I don't know how far it is from here to Landslide at, but I don't imagine it being as far as like Lake of the Falls. So I'm just gonna eat up some pistachios, some dried fruit, and then I'll be on my way. And I'll give you guys an update and very soon. So. Hello. It is 40 minutes since I left the checkpoint between Lakeside or Landslide Falls and Lake of the Falls. And yeah, this is the trail. This trail on this side is actually quite nice. It's all wooden area. It's quite along like a ridge, like so, and it gradually goes up. And I went past a really steep part, got really sweaty, and yeah, I got this nice rest area. So I'm just thought I'd bring you guys along, and shouldn't be too far. I hope I get there in the next hour, because then that would be really good if I can hike from this campsite all the way to the checkpoint in the morning. Probably leave around like 7 o'clock, and yeah, get there for like 9, maybe 8:30, and then have about 4 hours after that to get back to the highway, which is going to be the biggest hike. Probably going to regret not staying at the Klein River to shorten my hike on the last day, but I'm doing it to explore the whole falls and area. I did Lake of the Falls, so now I'm doing Landslide Falls. It's unfortunate I only have one more night. It'd be nice if I had 2 nights out here so I could explore like at Lake of the Falls, but it's all right. If we get there soon enough, we'll be able to have time to go out for an evening hike for sure. Maybe get a sunset. So yeah. There's a lake out here called Hidden Lake, so I'm going to see if I can find that along the way. If not, I'll bring you guys back soon. Holy shit, guys. Well, we're about, say, we started at 140, 240. It is 3:16 now. So we've been on the trail for about an hour and almost a half. And we finally made it to the lake. Wow. So relieving to be here finally. I thought that hike would have never ended, but it took just an hour and a half, so that's pretty good. A little bit less time than Lake of Falls. Oh my gosh, you could swim in this lake. Just in the middle of nowhere. Wow. What a difference from Lake of the Falls. I wonder where the camps are. They could all the way be at the very end. Oh my gosh, that water looks so tempting. I don't have any swimming shorts. Wow. Well, let's keep on heading on the trail. There's a part there, but it seems like I look for the orange flags. The pink one's here. I'm guessing it continues on this way. So I'm gonna find the right way and get back to you guys with an update. Nice spot. What the heck? Someone left a tarp here. It's weird. If I had to choose, this would be a good spot right here. Nice and flat. Got trees all around to be protected. Good potential. Kind of want to be on the water though, not really in the woods. I'm going to keep exploring a bit. There's a lot of trails going a bunch of different directions. So I'm going to see where one of these leads. And I'm going to take my backpack off here, leave this as a checkpoint area, and then come back when I found where I'm going. Yeah. Well guys, I made it to the camp here that I saw out from the outlook there. And yeah, I think this is where I'm going to call it a night here. And just in between these trees is some decent flat ground. So I'll be able to set up my mat here and be able to sleep no problem, and also be able to have full protection on either side. Looks like somebody actually left some of the cord that I actually have here, probably for fire starter. But yeah, this is a perfect spot. So I'm gonna head back and grab my stuff and come back here. I think I'm the only one on the lake. The camp is like all on this side of the lake, and then I'm guessing there would be more camps down that way. But I'm gonna set up camp here just because it's closest to where I have to leave. So when I leave in the morning, it won't be too hard to get out back onto the main trail. And then yeah, in this evening I'll go check out the end of the lake, see what's up around. We see what's over there. Maybe there's some people camping there. I don't know. I don't think so, because the campsite's just over here. I saw that green poop chute thing over there, so the camps are always close to that. But yeah, I'm gonna go grab my stuff and bring it back here, and I'll update you guys when I'm back. Hello. Well, I got to admit, coming to a new spot and knowing that I'm here all by myself is a little bit nerve-wracking. Just a little bit. Got to admit it. Yeah, definitely felt, I guess, safer around other hikers, and always a sign of relief. But just getting used to being alone in the woods is like, this is kind of the real deal at this campsite compared to the last, because I'm literally alone. And but besides that, it's great. It's going above my limits, and you know, searching to who I really am by being by myself. And look, somebody left firewood for us. That's awesome. So we don't even need to get kindling, but we'll make sure to put some there for the next camper. We're gonna do a forge session. It's 5 o'clock. So my plan is to go out foraging. We have a lot of material nearby, so it should be fairly easy. We'll start cooking up our dinner, have an early dinner, and then we'll wrap that up, put the food away, and then we'll go for a little evening hike. Maybe we'll try to make it to the end of the lake. We'll try to do that after dinner. See down here, if I brought my some chunks. I'd be going swimming. It's probably cold though. It'd be good for a refresher. You can't really see on the other side, but it'd probably take about a half hour to get there. So we might do that, we might not. Still, it depends on time. You gotta cook first, that's the first priority. There's quite a bit of wind that comes, like in gusts. Right now it's dead wind, but there's gusts of wind that comes, and so I had to tie down like almost all sections of the tarp so that it won't fly away. Right now you're looking at it kind of how it looks in the day. At nighttime, I'm gonna put the one strap there on the corner down, probably tie it to that rock right there, just so I have all corners tied down, so that I'm protected at least somewhat. And plus, if a bear were to come, there's only a few spots it could get in, and if it tried it on the back, it would be tripping all over my rope, so I would know right away. So my fear is me waking up, with a bear right there in front of me. So at least I'll know when he's here. And plus, I'm never sleeping throughout the whole night. I'm always on and off, so I always have my ear out. But yeah, that's the plan. We're gonna forage a bit. We're gonna make sure we don't use all that. I want to be able to forage for tonight and tomorrow morning, because tomorrow morning we're waking up early, just when it starts getting bright out, and we're gonna cook our breakfast and then be on our big hike back to our car, which is going to be quite eventful. But we'll have all of the energy we need restored from today and food. So this is my camp. I got my things hung up, got my water here. Still water from the creek earlier, so I'm gonna have to, I don't think that's gonna last me tonight. Good water. This is where I'm sleeping. This is where my head's gonna be. When this comes down, I'll be somewhat protected. And yeah, this is fairly flat ground. It's a little bit on a slope, which I'm kind of sad about, because I know I was on a slope last time and it wasn't the best. And really, I was thinking, I'm like, man, that last campsite was the best campsite, because it was like a perfect little nook, had a campfire right in the center, right where you cook within where you're laying. So that was the ideal spot where we were at for 2 days. So I'm really happy we had that for 2 days. This is an interesting spot. Still works. It's kind of like on a lake, beachfront. So it's a lot different area. I guess we could have the option of doing the fire pit in the center, but I won't be doing that just because we already have a fire pit here. And yeah, so everything's set up. I got all of my things that I need unpacked. I got my knives there. My bear spray is on my side, making sure I have that at all times. And yeah, I'm really running out of video space, so I'm not going to be making too much video. Probably do photo, and then I'll tune in tonight after all is done. But yeah, so far so good. I'm honestly excited for the day to be over for tomorrow, so I can head back, because I'm almost ready to head back to my car. I'm getting a little bit uptight, but you gotta go with it. It's the part of growth. Things are making me move. Anyways, I'm gonna forage and get ready here for the dinner, and I'll update you guys after all that. What's up? What's up, guys? So I'm probably been here for about an hour and a half or so, and yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty shook, but I have no choice but to stay here tonight. So I'll be okay. I just need to relax a bit. I think this whole day has been a really stressful day of wanting to get back to camp, and in a reasonable time, and all of that hiking, especially after yesterday of going over that mountain. So I think I'm a bit stressed. And so I pretty much went out to go do foraging. I got all of the forage material for tonight. Fire is set up right there. It's ready to go. And I got a little bit more tinder for tomorrow morning. And then I'll build a fire tomorrow. And Yeah, so I got that ready, but I think I'm gonna take a break right now. I really need it. I'm gonna just sit back for 20 minutes or so and just take in the scenery of where I'm at. It's really important to sit back and to do that. Really, that's a really good skill to have. So know when to take breaks. So I'm gonna do that. I don't think I'm gonna go for the hike. Honestly, don't really feel like going through the forest there to the back. Kind of just want to chill out at my camp tonight, cook dinner, and we'll decide what we're gonna do later. Because it is 5:20 right now, so I assume I'll have dinner cooked and ready about at 6:30. Have that eat by 7 o'clock. It'll be pretty much dark time, and I'll just sit around here. Um, Probably get the fire, sit around the fire maybe, and read a book. I got 2 books with me. I got one book that's really good for when you're on hiking trips, is The Hidden Life of Trees, so you can learn about trees while being around them. And then I have a self-development book called Boundaries that I'm reading at least a little bit each day. Consistency is key. That's it. As long as I get it in, I'm moving forward. So that's what books I'm reading, and that's kind of what I'm going to do right now. So I'll catch you guys after my break. Later. Guys, you wouldn't believe it. There's like a group of, oh, there's even more. There's like over 8 hikers coming this way. And oh my goodness, it's crazy. But it's so cool. It makes me feel so good that there's other people nearby. It's crazy how much of an impact that is. There's the fire. It's going. Just gotta keep feeding it till I get that coal base, or so I can make around it. Then I'll put the pot in to boil, and we'll keep building it after. Oh, there's even more. Wow. They're all coming back from the day hike probably. Anyway, I'll update you guys soon. Nice 4 minutes. Hey guys, I'm back. I had my dinner and it was so good. Stew is always worth it. Hydrates you and it keeps you full for a long time. I set my tent up for the night. Prepping is key for everything. So always prep when you have the time. Never procrastinate. I have my water here hanging so I can actually drink when I'm in bed, which is pretty cool. Yeah, helicopter. I have a fire ready for tonight. I'm gonna have just a small fire. I have it prepped. I'm gonna light it. I was thinking, oh, it would be so nice to have that for the morning, so I might not light it tonight. So we'll see. Might save it for the morning because it would be perfect. But I also have extra forge material and kindling if I need to, so I did go forging. But the cool thing is that these hikers that I met on Lake of the Falls, they came over here and camping here tonight, and those were the people that I was like so relieved to see, right? And so they invited me over to go, like, just go check it out, and I wanted to go check it out, so I'm gonna go do an evening hike tonight, just for like 30 minutes, I think. But he said it was 10 minutes that way, so I'm gonna go do that, and I'll update you guys on my journey. I'm just ready to head out. Just need to pick up my bear spray, and I got my poles over there. I'm ready, so I'll update you guys soon. Hey guys, I'm in the middle approximately of Landslide Lake, and it's so vast here when you look around, like literally huge. But we were been 10 minutes down the beach trail, and I haven't found their camp, and they're probably all the way down there, but it's getting dark, and I don't want to head back in the dark, so I'm not really familiar with the trail, so I'm going to head back now from here. I just wanted to give you that update. It's too bad. I think I can hear them, but I can't. I think I'm hearing things, but oh, I see a little light over there. Their camp's probably all the way over there. Yeah, it's a bit too far. So we're gonna head back. and just probably gonna light our fire, and yeah, I'll meet you guys there. Welcome to the fort, guys. Just wanted to show you, this is what it looks like in the nighttime. This is how much is open on this side too. So it's pretty much floating right above me. As you can see, the only real opening is right here. And it's all open underneath too. But yeah, I'm gonna call it a night, guys. And talk to you guys in the morning. Hey guys, I got 2 minutes for video. Just wanted to say I'm on my way out. And it's 9:50, almost 10 o'clock. And I got about a 4 to 5 hour hike ahead of me. Should be around 4 hours. I'm just gonna go use the green throne here, you know, and get that done with. And I had breakfast in the morning. There were some pictures there I took, and it was really good. Granola filled me up, so it'd be good for the whole hike back. But yeah, I got everything packed. Everything's all good to go. Turned out to be actually a pretty good sleep. Better than the other place. This was a little bit more flatter, and then the mattress was good to have. But anyways, I'll update you guys when I'm onwards on my journey. Hey guys, it's been a full another hour. I'm just about arriving in Klein River, just about like, I'd say 15 minutes away from the Klein River, which means I'll be just 2 hours away from my car. So should be there around 2 o'clock. I'll keep you guys updated. I'm at the camp right now where I'm at the Bible study group, 13 men. Yeah, going well. Keeping her strong. Hey guys, it's 1:12. It's just been about 3 hours and I made it up to the point where I think this path goes to the actual Lake of the Falls, and that one goes to Klein River. So giving you this update, about 4 kilometers back to my car. Almost there. Hope you guys enjoyed the trip.